Hello and welcome back to not Treacle Stew. We just did all the gel stuff and I was on one track mind here. Same recording session. Welcome back to DROD RPG 2 Courageous Rescue. We're on to level 4. Level 3 hurt a lot. We did end up buying health just to help us get through. And we're starting this level with no keys, which is always a good sign. And the numbers just keep getting bigger. How much do you hurt for? It's not too bad. Okay. A skipper, a parrot, buccaneer. Okay, I guess we are in pirates now. Glass eye. Yep, there's a theme. And then just the roach queen, because why not? Yeah, parrots are pretty tough. ×4 multiplier. Looks like we're going for an adder, and there's a speed potion in this room as well. But our stats are already high enough to hurt the adder, so we're off to a good start. Alright, let's look at what our new weapon option is here. That doesn't help. It is the longsword, plus 20 over the spear. Okay, I mean, plus 20 is nice. We would lose the ability to cut tar stuff wherever, which there is a tar mother in that room, I notice. This would be... this should be clearable with... Well, because of the two eyes, it will be clearable without spear. It might take one extra hit, but having the plus 20 attack will make up for it. So we don't have any keys. We could just go through the buccaneer and the pirate. What are roach queens looking like? Roach eggs, specifically. A fortified egg, 649 defense. Yeah, I don't think we're breaking that. Like, ever. Also, that was a very silly way to fight the buccaneer. Alright. Yeah, so I can see how like a hand bomb here might not be bad to get us started. I'm sure there are better options though. So I do have a lot of health. Buccaneer is 13 attack. Now that I have a lot of health, let's just squander it. I think that's how this game works, right? So I could grab this. I do want to because that's a lot of defense early on. Some attack there. Some attack, some defense. I really want to just grab all the stats. Attack here. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I do have a save. Between episodes I did save. So let's just run around grabbing all the stats we can. You are plus 11 for cheaper. That is actually doable. Okay. In that case... we'll just do that first. Yeah, plus 2. And you are not that many hits. can actually save a little bit by doing that. Alright, defense first, but now we have cheaper tormenting. Now, because I killed that pup so quickly, I do have to do an extra fight here. Which wasn't ideal. Okay, so we just spent all of our stats. There's still 6 defense in here. Are there any yellow keys left? There's this. Yeah, at this point I don't care about the horns. Okay, a couple of green keys left, some shovels left. Well, we're just gonna do that. So how much of a difference does this make here? I no longer have any health. Still don't have any keys. We did at least save ourselves 600 damage on the Buccaneer, though. Pain. Again, I could spend a yellow key. I feel like we're almost certainly just resetting at this point. I can't actually get through here. Interesting. So by taking a fight in this room, I'm making those stats cost me a green key in the future. Just a flavor orb, I guess. Well, let's explore. We've made mistakes. We can come in this way. Since we are loading a save, might as well. Why? I guess for fast travel, we don't want to go up that way. Ooh. Okay. So we had a bunch of health. We immediately squandered it, then immediately regretted it. If I just spend 2 yellow keys to get through here, I need a green key anyway. So we'd just be spending the 1 yellow key. But to get around here, I'm assuming we have to actually spend 2 yellow keys in order to get into here for free. So 2 yellow keys is getting us these stats eventually. Oh, we've got 1 there. Alright, well, let's try that. The only yellow key that was left on this level, I've grabbed all the others, right? It's just you? Were there any attack thresholds that were relevant? I mean, parrot, obviously anything. $13 for a Buccaneer is pretty nice. $13 also for Tar Baby. Okay, I think we're going to selectively grab some of the stats, but not all of it. And in particular, we're going to ignore the defense, because the defense just doesn't seem to be paying for itself. Now, I could save myself a little bit of health here by doing this. So I guess we will. Okay, I just hit a checkpoint on Tar Mothers. So this one is also 9 defense. But comes with 15 attack. I think this is worth it. Okay. So with that, yeah, we made the Tar Baby cheaper. Made the Tar Baby cheaper. Okay, and then we get around this way. We still need a green key for that. Right. There's one. There were some cheaper ones on the previous level. There were 2, in fact. You can go for a Gel Baby or a Pirate. They're fairly similar. With 3 more attack, Gel Baby becomes cheaper. Is there any more attack just lying around? There's that, then we have to fight for it. And then we're out of stats. Alright. That's not the way. Guess we can... yeah, nothing here. We can always buy more stats if we need to. Right, so the advantage of me taking this path, I'm still spending the green key. But I get those right away. And I get up here right away. And I have a single fight for a sword. However, I see. This is actually about getting mist to take out the eggs. So we do not, in fact, have easy access to a sword. I can now dig my way through, but I think I had access to this area anyway, so yeah, there's no point. If I had more health, I could try to go through a gel mother. Okay, and defense actually matters a lot for her. Well, I mean 9 defense only saves me 90, but it adds up. That's enough health. Thing is, it's spending a key. Okay, yeah, the parrot is already starting to look more reasonable. Oh, that's so expensive. There was no health on this previous level. I don't know why I keep checking. False. There's actually health. There's some here. But I have to spend yellow keys and health in order to get it. There's you. You're decent. Okay, mud babies, which are technically profits. Portable orb let me skip a black door. Right? Maybe? I wonder. Not too familiar with how accessories work in this game. Okay, we could grab... No, we spent the skeleton key. We could grab a green key for 4,000 though. Yeah, that's probably our best bet. Yeah, green key for 2,500. Still don't have enough health. So... thing is, if I do that, I'm out of yellow keys. Keep looking and there's never anything. It's always the same. I've taken all the health. I don't want to just buy more health, but like this is the thing, is I feel like I'm playing this wrong because I'm making assumptions about what I should be doing. When really, if I was going to use the altar, I should have been using it a long time ago. And that's kind of the sticking point at the moment. Right, it's like I don't want to just start using it now. If I was going to use it, I should have already been using it. Alright, well, there's health here. I need some health. There are more yellow keys on this level, right? I can... Surely. There's that one. Oh boy. I guess I could fight you instead of spending the yellow key. Already spent 2 green keys on this level. This is not good. Yeah, I feel like everything's kind of falling apart. Still don't have enough health. Core attack makes a difference. Core attack makes a difference, but... pain. Everything is pain. How much of a difference does it make? It's 1500 currently. Okay, 150. I mean, it adds up. Okay, let's save before we do any fights in this room. I think that's going to be less confusing. This is terrible. I spent way too much health. Okay, I mean, we can get some of that health back. Now, there's another boss down here for some reason. Pirate Captain guarding 3 blue keys. I see. Blue key for the shield. Or we go around. Take a few hits, that's fine. We've been doing lots of that. Decent stuff there. Okay, this lets me kill an egg, I guess. So I got 2 out of 3. Okay, I'm not even sure what I'm trying to do right now. I think... Alright, so we could... do that. We have an aluminum shield, so the mist doesn't actually matter. So we could grab the +4 attack. We have a lot of health. Let's see what this room's about. So the thing is, I have to hit 2 more enemies to get through this sword, which is 2 more. Was there any more efficient way of doing what I did? I'm not sure. It felt pretty efficient. So we're looking at about 6,000 health currently for this sword. Which is only a +20 to my attack. +4 helps with a lot of enemies right now. I think there was a no, it was a +3 for 1,000. Is that my last stat? I think that's my last stat on this level, aside from a little bit of defense. Which we can afford. Alright, so basically what I'm trying to decide is it worth pushing forward through the Gel Mother right now? I think this is actually my best option. That makes a huge difference. Yeah. On the pirate type enemies. And that'll also make the Gel Mother cheaper. So yeah, I don't think there's any value in doing those yet. I do probably want to do these before I switch shields, so my goal currently is to get the shield. I have to go all the way around though. I don't want to spend a blue key. If I don't want to spend the blue key, this is the last thing on this level I do. Aside from the bosses. It's like I have to go here and then just take a full loop. So there's not really any point in going through here with the intent of rushing the shield, unless I'm coming in here with a blue key to spend on the shield. Now there is a blue key here. If I had 15 shovels, Let's consider that. Let's go for the shield. So let's grab that now. We need 10 more shovels. Okay, there's 8 there for 2,000. Here there was a trade though. Yeah, 12 for cheaper. Okay. I think now is the time. Now, I do need a second yellow key, or I have to just take the hit here. But we did hit a threshold attack checkpoint. So you're relatively cheap. I don't need to fight you yet. Okay. So I do all that. I do need another yellow or another few shovels. I do need a yellow and some shovels. Okay. I should also probably do this. Well, you're only hitting me, I guess, 3 times. 2 plus 1 for stepping on your sword. So, I mean, you're doing an extra 600 if I don't just fight you now. But that would require me having stats. Okay, there's that. I don't think there are... I'm not seeing any shovels here. Aside from the 8 from the Roach Queen. Which... would have... If I had this, it would be okay. Are there any shovels I missed here? Because I just need 2 more. No. There is this, though. In terms of health. Or I just buy more health. Which again, once you start buying the stats, I feel like you've really... everything's going downhill. But I might just have to. But especially if I'm buying health, that's like the worst option to buy. Because if I'm buying health...
Welcome to Design-O-Matic.
Instead of all these stats. Then, like, every time I buy health, I'm just making my life worse. So the reason to buy health instead of buying stats is to try to push forward.
Hit points boosted. Welcome to Design-O-Matic. Hit points boosted. Have a nice day.
Okay, I only did that. I only did it once.
Welcome to Design. Hit points boosted. Have a nice day.
Yeah, so like that's... Hit points are a trap. I know it's a trap, I'm still doing it. So like I'm doing this for shovels. Why? Why am I doing this for shovels? Because that lets me get in here because I don't have a yellow key. All of this... By the way, guess this is how stupid this is. This is so stupid that I'm going to restore after this. Okay, I got in here. I have the plus 20. Now, if I load... Instead of doing all that...
Welcome to Design-O-Matic Defense Boosted.
I could
Have
just...
a nice day.
I could just buy 24 defense. And that gives me the benefits of the shield. And it also lets me get the shield still later. Okay, so what that tells me is that there's absolutely no reason to buy health for the sake of getting the shield early. Or for the sake of getting the sword early. Honestly, I should just be buying stats. And that might be why I'm struggling so much, because I'm looking at all of these enemies, and I have basically all the stats from the previous level, or I had a run where I was able to get all the stats from the previous level, and these enemies still looked really difficult to deal with. So I think I'm going to change the way I'm approaching this, because the last couple of episodes, I feel like I've just not really been making any progress. And a large part of that...
Welcome to Design-O-Matic Attack Boosted. Welcome to Attack. Welcome to Design Attack. Welcome to Attack Boosted. Have a nice day.
A large part of that is that I'm just not buying stats. And I suspect I might be expected to buy stats, because if you look at these now, stuff is way cheaper. Getting more attack is still within the realm of possibility. Alright, so if we're going with the assumption that we should be buying stats, that the hold was built around people buying stats, then actually I should be spending my blue key here and getting better trades. Especially since the gimmick of Chapter 3 is these horns that increase the amount of gold that drops from enemies, and there are no Greckle gates. So it's entirely for these trades. So I think I'm just going to start doing it until I know better, and I can always just restore at that point. But I feel like what I've been trying to do, which is a run of not spending accessories, not spending Greckles, this is a challenge run situation where I really need to know what I'm getting into before I commit to something like that. This is still kind of just a scouting run. Yeah, could make you cheaper. Okay, well, I did neglect the fact that there is a fight here. So not having taken that into account, I mean, I could just buy health to get through it. So 1,000 short. Okay, we're very close. This just means that while I'm here, I just have to wrong way. I just have to also grab a little bit more health. Take from you. There we go. Right, you want the blue key. Okay, that leaves me with enough health to just take on a glass eye.
Welcome to Design-O-Matic.
Right, so this is looking better.
Attack boosted.
I guess we already committed to being here, but
Welcome attack. Attack. Attack boosted. Welcome to Design-O-Matic. Attack boosted.
Might as
Have a
well.
nice day.
so this does mean that we will eventually be able to get through a fortified egg if we do this approach, I think. Problem is, yeah, and that gets expensive in a hurry. Okay, we can grab that. This stuff is starting to look relatively cheap. Should be, given how much attack I grabbed. That's a pretty cheap blue key at this point. I don't think there's anything left on this level. Yeah. Okay, so from here, one attack, okay. So I was gonna do that for the health, but how much are you guys? You're hitting me twice for 337, so I get 337 off.
Oof. You haven't seen the last of me.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, but looking at the stats on these monsters, I'm starting to be convinced that I am expected to just do these sorts of things. Okay, are there 2 more shovels left anywhere? Probably not. Well, okay, there's a roach queen, and I can afford a roach queen. So that lets me do this. Which lets me...
Hey.
lets me do that. Tar Mother gets way cheaper with 1 more attack gem. What was guarding it up here? Yeah, if I'm fighting one of you, I might as well just do that. So at this point, even with all of these stats, I'm still super low on health. It's not like buying all that helped all that much. Yeah, I get to fight you now. +4 makes glass eyes cheaper, so I could grab the sword for more attack. Okay. Might as well start going around. I don't know if that was optimal, but there's a part of me that's just kind of doing things without thinking about it too much now that I've started making choices I'm not happy with. Okay, so if we're making our whole way around here, there's more health here. Green key is quite valuable. I think the yellow keys are incredibly valuable. We're just going to instantly spend them. I see. So with this setup, toggle, yeah, I can burn these, and then I kill the queen, and I get to knock the egg off the platform. Green key. I grabbed all of them, spent them all. Okay, if I ever want to go through here, but I only need to go through here if I didn't spend a blue key, so I actually don't care about that, which means I never have to fight you. There's a green key. Okay, so we need 2 more yellow keys and a green key to get to the pirate captain. Well, 2 yellows there. Uh, 3,200 health for a green. That's pretty good. There is a yellow there, which is, I guess, I would say cheap. It's not cheap at all. Okay, there's our cheapest green. 800. No, 900. Okay, so funnily enough, the parrots are actually cheaper now. Thing is, the plus 20 attack doesn't really help me at this point. So I'm still not close to getting through the eggs. $900 for a yellow. There's my 2 yellows. There's my green. Now 12 and 12 doesn't actually help. How many times do you hit? 4. Okay, we need more green. Let's do that. I need more health. Be 8, but I could also just do this. Five. So I do not have enough shovels to get through there.
Stalwart, how dare ye venture into our domain? Here to commandeer our machine, are you? That's in our possession now.
What? No. I'm just passing through. A large group of people will be coming through here shortly. I need to ensure their safe passage.
Ha! A large group of stalwarts, perhaps? Never! We will cut down every one of them.
Then I'm afraid you leave me no choice.
Okay, all things considered, not too bad. I just assumed I'd be able to get out of here. Yes. Also, I might as well do that, even though I don't really plan on it. Okay, skipper. I mean, with the stats, I can't actually get out until I have a yellow. Which means I'm stuck. Okay, that's funny. Because I actually need... beating the pirate wasn't actually an autosave. Interesting. Okay, so, I mean, that's what that felt like. I mean, I guess the other thing we could do...
Design Home Defense boosted. Have a nice day.
things still hit pretty hard. Going for the defense route. Alright, well, I guess that was exploratory. Yeah, I'm really not sure how to feel about this. This does feel very different from anything else. I just don't have a sense of if anything that I'm doing makes any kind of sense at all. But I guess we'll resume from here. I think with doing the attack probably makes sense. So we'll invest everything in attack, and we'll do this again. And actually get through to the final level, presumably. So that's the plan for next time. I will see you then.